Hello, everyone. My name is John Brenneman, president here at MOAA Vacations. Thanks for joining us today. We are joined today by our good friend Jamie from Cunard Cruise Line. Jamie, thanks for joining us.
So glad to
Um,
be here.
Before we get started, I'm going to talk a little bit about MOAA Vacations. I just have one slide I'm going to go over real quick. Just a couple of housekeeping things before we get started. We are recording this webinar. So this evening, you'll receive an email which will have a link to this webinar so you can review it. We are starting right at the top of the hour. So if Jamie says something or we say something during the Q&A or maybe even I say something that you want to revisit, just make a note of what time it is. And then let's say 35 minutes in, Jamie mentioned something rather than having to watch the entire webinar, you can know where you just fast forward to. I'm going to talk more about this in just a second. But your friends and family are invited to join you on anything we do at MOA Vacation. So whether that be you just booking yourself or yourself and friends and family on a trip or joining one of the MOA groups, they're more than welcome to join. So even if it's a MOA group departure, either the Alaska or the transatlantic, if you would have a more enjoyable vacation, if friends and family came along, absolutely invite them. In just a second, I'm going to kind of go over the things that kind of make MOA unique in the travel agency community. Anything we offer MOA members, we offer to people who travel with you. So when we talk about a MOA exclusive amenity, that would apply to people traveling with you. So your neighbors or your family could go along and get those amenities, that savings, that kind of service, but only if they're traveling with you. They can't call on their own and get it. So that's how we kind of do the MOA exclusive amenity. So as I mentioned, I just have one slide, Jamie, if you don't mind popping forward. So, okay, so there's always four things we talk about when we talk about how we are different than other travel agencies. And the first thing we always talk about is our level of service. We started providing service to MOA members in 1998. So we have been serving MOA members for a very long time. The reason we were selected back in 1998 as the official travel agency for MOA was the level of service that we provided. If I had more time, when I do consumer events, I talk about this a little bit more, but to kind of boil it down as quickly as possible, the one thing we always mention to kind of say what sets us apart is the fact that we are and continue to be the only travel agency in the United States that provides travel on a satisfaction guarantee basis. And that means exactly what it says. If you have a problem, an issue, or concern, either before or during your trip, you contact us. Some of you I've probably talked before because those calls come directly to me, and I personally get that resolved to your satisfaction by reaching out to people like Jamie, a good friend of ours at Cunard, an executive there. Industry standard, if you've ever had a problem in the past, is 6 to 8 weeks. That's typically what most cruise lines will tell you of having an issue. We try to get you an answer within 48 hours. So thanks to Jamie and her team for supporting us in that effort. There are rare occasions when I'm not available. If I'm unavailable, you talk to Mike Tyrell, who's our vice president. So you automatically go to the highest ranking member of our team if you have a problem or concern. And that's how we can live up to that commitment of satisfaction guarantee. We do guarantee the lowest prices on any trip you purchase. In addition to that, we do have free amenities. We're going to talk a little bit about the amenity we have going on as part of our Cunard sale a little bit later. Jamie's going to talk about that. And then the last thing is group opportunities. Obviously, if you saw our advertisement in the, or yeah, I guess advertisement's a good term, in the MOA newsletter, or if you received an invitation to this event, we did kind of give kind of an overview of both that Alaska group and that transatlantic group, which is your opportunity not only to experience Cunard, but to share that experience with some people with the shared background, former retired military officers, dependent military, retired military, excuse me. Um, so without any further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Jamie. I'm going to turn my camera off and my microphone off. If you kind of look at the bottom of your screen, if you're on a laptop or a computer, you put your cursor down at the bottom. If you're a phone or a tablet, maybe your finger, there'll be a little menu that pops up. There on the right side, you see a little box with a question mark on it. Underneath that says Q&A. Um, as soon as I get done, Jamie's kind of going to go over Cunard, kind of go over the specials, kind of briefly touch on the groups, and then we're going to end with the Q&A. But if you have any questions while Jamie is going through her presentation, go ahead and type them in the Q&A. I will be answering those during the presentation. If it's something I think that the other attendees will find of interest, we'll revisit those at the end with Jamie and make sure we answer all of your questions. So, Jamie, thank you for joining us today. I'm turning it over to you.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, John. And I'm so appreciative to have this opportunity to be in front of you all because what an amazing group of people. And I just want to also say, I hope you had a good Memorial Day. With that, I'm Jamie Paco. I'm Vice President of Sales for Cunard North America. I'm going to go into a bit about Cunard and the Cunard difference. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the brand, so I just want to kind of take you through a little bit of the Cunard journey so you know what we're about and a little bit more about our legacy. And then I'll also, along the way, jump into the group voyages that John had mentioned. Just a little background about Cunard. Our brand has been around for 185 years. So we are celebrating our 185th anniversary this year, and we're so proud of our iconic legacy. Because it's really evolved over the years and is really relevant to today's luxury travelers. But we started this business on the transatlantic crossing, which is one of the group voyages we'll talk about in a little bit. We started with the transatlantic crossing, bringing Royal Mail between the New World and the Old World, between America and Canada and England, those 185 years ago. I have been with the company for about 20 years, so I have also watched its evolution over the last 20 years as we have continued to have our foothold in the luxury market space. I wanted to walk you through some of the key Cunard differences and what makes us stand out in the travel business and luxury set. And some of those differences, as I hope you can see on the slide here, include our 4 iconic queens. We have 4 queens in our fleet. Queen Mary II, which does the transatlantic crossings as well as other voyages like world voyages and the Caribbean. Queen Elizabeth in Alaska and the Caribbean. Queen Victoria that sails the world voyage and a lot of Europe sailings. And also our newest queen, Queen Anne, who also does world voyages and Europe sailings. And I just want to call out for our 4 iconic queens and for Cunard, we sail all around the world. So world voyages can be broken up into segments. We also have had seasons that focus on Asia or Australia. But right now we're doing even more of Alaska, transatlantic crossings, and the Caribbean. Part of our Cunard difference is that transatlantic crossing, and I'll speak to that more in the next few slides. We also have the finest restaurants and bars at sea, very inspiring enrichment, and ocean-inspired wellness. Our White Star service, which I'll go into a little bit more in a moment as well. Our fabulous evenings of style and celebration, which we are most proud of, and our exclusive grills experience, which are our suite experiences. So you might be like, that's a lot on one slide, but we're going to dive into a few of these topics now to just give you a sense of what Cunard is all about. And I'm just so proud of this brand. So let's first just look at our 4 iconic queens that I mentioned a moment ago. It's fleet of 4. We started our business in 1840. We're really proud of the evolution of this brand. Each ship is designed with unparalleled style and inspired by our rich heritage, but also designed for the future. So we have spacious mid-size ships. Our ships range between 90 and 150,000 tons. And they carry 2,000 to 3,000 guests. And ships of those sizes typically carry many more guests, some up to 7,500. So we have an excellent guest to crew ratio and an excellent guest to space ratio. So when you're on board the Queens, it's never crowded. They're so beautiful. I hope you can see some of the details in the video there. They really have these grand open spaces that stand out. What I want to call out right away is one of the groups that is available, which is on the transatlantic crossing. We often like to say the transatlantic crossing is better than business class air because the beauty of the crossing is it can take you from New York to England or England to New York in 7 nights, and you go across the ocean, and typically you can go across that Atlantic for less than the cost of business air from New York and experience the beauty of the ship. We're the only ocean or only cruise line in that offers regularly scheduled transatlantic crossings, and we are the only ocean liner in the world. So Queen Mary 2 is the only ocean liner existing in the world. She is purpose built for that journey. So she cuts through the Atlantic because she has a deep hull and a steel reinforced nose, and she cuts right through the Atlantic. So you don't feel all of the motion of the weather or of the sea. Also, one of the things I'm really excited about sharing is she offers a ton of exclusive event voyages. So if you are looking for a particular theme, maybe you're really into literature or dancing or fashion, definitely take a look at the different event voyages we have on offer because there's really something for everyone. And what I love most about Cunard is I think of it as a passion brand. I think the transatlantic crossing really captures that. You don't have to necessarily love literature or dancing or fashion to enjoy those experiences or to enjoy Cunard. Cunard is about having a passion for life, and our guests on board, people on board, have a passion for life. So whether you're introverted or you're extroverted, the beauty of Cunard is such a welcoming place. So if you think, oh my goodness, what am I going to do for 7 nights at sea on the transatlantic crossing? One, you're going to meet some really incredible people from around the world, but also it's the only ocean liner in the world, 150,000 tons. There's so much to do on board, from the planetarium to the library to the Queen's Room to dance the night away. I'll share some pictures in a few moments, but there is so much to do on board, and you choose your own adventure when you're sailing with us. So one of the things you may or may not know about our transatlantic crossing on Queen Mary 2 is it offers the only kennels at sea. And this is a really important point, especially for those of you who may be traveling overseas for long periods of time or making a move. We offer the only kennels at sea between New York and Southampton, England, and we take dogs and cats. And so there's a special kennel with a kennel master and a pet parent lounge where you can visit your doggy or kitty throughout the voyage. There's also a special walking deck as well. So the beauty of the kennels at sea is it also takes care of the requirement for quarantine. So when you get to either New York or you get to England, you do not need to quarantine your pet. The quarantine already occurred at the kennel, even though you were able to visit your pet during the whole voyage. So you literally get on and off the ship, on the ship first and off the ship first as well, with a bellhop, as you see in the picture there, and can just go and enjoy whatever experience you're going to with your pet. I like to call this out, especially for this audience, because I know I'm in the travel industry, and in your universe, you may travel quite a bit. And so this is an opportunity to keep your pet close. I do want to note these sell out really fast. They fill up typically as soon as we launch voyages. So if this is something of interest to you, please be sure to reach out to John and book well in advance. But let's talk about the crossing that you guys have a group available on. It is on Queen Mary 2, July 28th through August 4th, 2026. So what perfect weather to get to Europe and get to England in. New York to Southampton, England, so about an hour and a half away from London, for those of you who may not be familiar. And John has special group offers for you on this sailing. Now I'm going to dive into our Queen Elizabeth Alaska product. You'll see that it says Panama Canal. I'm not going to focus too much on that. I really want to call out Alaska 2026. So we have 23 voyages sailing Alaska, Seattle round trip. but you can combine with the Panama Canal or combine with other segments for longer voyages up to 40 nights. And what I love about our Alaska product is we are a mid-size cruise line. So we aren't necessarily the small ships, which are fantastic, but they don't have as much to do on board. And we're not the really large ships. So we're small enough to get in and out of some of the smaller ports and really see all the beauty of Alaska. And again, Queen Elizabeth, she holds about 2,000 guests. So she's not really large, and she has the space and the right size to get up close and personal to those glaciers, as you can see in the picture. That's her right now. That is a real aerial shot of her visiting the Alaska region in Glacier National Park. So a few port highlights I just wanted to call out. Why Alaska? If you haven't done Alaska yet, it's a must see sooner rather than later. And in 2026, it's a really special year because we are sailing Seattle round trip. And the voyage that you have group space on includes Juneau and Ketchikan, Victoria, Sitka. It's got some really gorgeous ports, both larger and smaller. And we make a point at Cunard to organize our itineraries so we don't typically land in those ports when there's a lot of other ships in port. So we're usually one of one or two ships in port. It's not something I can promise, but it is something that we work to achieve so that the ports aren't crowded. We don't like our ships crowded. We don't like the ports crowded. And then there's just so many beautiful shore excursions to do. But the beauty of the Alaska sailing is you don't even need to necessarily do shore excursions. You can literally sit on your balcony on board these ships and enjoy Glacier Bay National Park, enjoy Hubbard Glacier, and just see all of the beauty that nature has to offer right from your stateroom or right from the deck. There's a lot of things that make Alaska special on Cunard. As I mentioned, the ship size and the nimbleness of the ship is really fantastic, but we also tailor our onboard experiences to enhance the Alaska experience. So on this slide, I'm just sharing with you some of the culinary experiences that we offer. We offer Frontier Specialty Dining, which is a pop-up specialty dining restaurant that includes cuisine that is Alaska inspired. We also get ingredients from Alaska brought on board the ships, including locally sourced catches of the day, which is really exciting in Ketchikan. And we also have an Alaska themed enhanced afternoon tea, and this is like a lunch. So if you ever decide to do the tea, just be hungry because it's so gorgeous. It includes beautiful crab specialties and Alaska delights. And I won't spend too much time on this, but I just want to call it out because Alaska is not just on shore, but it's aboard our ships, from locally crafted beers and inspired cocktails to the catch of the day. So it's really an immersive experience on board. And enrichment is such a big part of what Cunard is about. So again, I think of Cunard as a passion brand, whether you want to share stories or listen to stories. I think coming to the brand with an excitement for life really is the best way to embrace the Cunard experience. And so in Alaska, we ensure that we have not only world-class enrichment speakers on board, from the Alaska region and from around the world. But we also have really beautiful production shows, dancing, an ice white gala ball. It's an event that you dress, if you choose to, in white and silver and blue, and everything is decked out in our ballroom and in the restaurant with the ice white themes. We also have a junior ranger program for children on board. So oftentimes people think Cunard is only for adults, and that is not true. That is a myth. Cunard is very children friendly. And so we have children's programs on board that are broken up by age, and we bring Alaska to them through those programs. So I adore Alaska. I'm ready to go back sooner rather than later. And I just, again, if you haven't done it, I strongly recommend doing it. On this page, you'll see you have group opportunity on Queen Elizabeth, Alaska, July 9th through July 20th of 2026, sailing round trip Seattle, and there's special group offers around this. And I've included the itinerary detail here, which captures many of the ports that I mentioned earlier. There's a few extra ports within this itinerary as well. So it's really beautiful. And if you're looking at doing Alaska sooner, there is still space available for Alaska 2025. It is starting to go fast to get those dates around July. But if you're looking for something sooner, definitely talk to John. There's a great opportunity there. I hope I'm not talking too fast. I get so excited when presenting the brand because I just think that it's just so beautiful how we execute the onboard experience. And so now I'm going to dine into our finest restaurants and bars a little bit. I won't read all the details here. I hope you'll go back to them if you're really interested in deep diving. But really, our guests for dining are spoiled for choice with the amount of dining options and bars we have on board. You can savor your favorite beverage with bars to suit every occasion, from a pint at our Golden Lion pub, and you can get a pint of Cunard beer or a pint of your favorite ale, of course, to pre-dinner cocktails at the Commodore Club. Our bars, lounges, and restaurants are so elegant and beautiful, and there's so many choices. For example, our steakhouse at the Veranda. We have Japanese omakase menus at Ajiwa. A taste of India's Spice Trail at Aranya. Depending on what ship you're sailing on, there will be different options for enjoying pop-up restaurants, alternative choices, and all our ships have gorgeous steakhouses as well as our Golden Lion pub and dedicated restaurants. So the dining experience is beautiful. We are also very famous for our timeless afternoon tea. It's served every day except for embarkation day at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and you can do a champagne afternoon tea, or you could do the classic afternoon tea, and it's a wonderful experience. We have so many guests that will do that every day. I want to jump into some of our unique enrichment and wellness as well. For those of you who, want to be more enriched and learn more through our Cunard Insights programs. We have experts in arts, gastronomy, entertainment, and more. There are so many options for classes or just learning and listening. We have the largest libraries at sea. On Queen Mary 2, we have 8,000 books within the library, and on our other ships, about 6,000. So they are beautiful spaces. I have an example further in the presentation of one of the libraries to show you. We have master classes as well. You can try fencing or wine tasting or watercolor classes. On the transatlantic crossings, we often also have acting workshops, so take a look at those. There's just something to experience for everyone. We get a lot of dancers on board or people who just love to dance. So you may think, I don't know how to ballroom dance. That's okay. We do have the largest ballrooms at sea. Get out there and dance and enjoy those largest ballrooms. They're very welcoming, but we also have nightclub options as well. So if you want to go to the yacht club or to G32, depending on which ship you're on, you can go to nightclubs and enjoy silent disco. There's also karaoke. So you get, again, a wide world of options on board with Cunard and a vast array of choices depending on your interests. Wellness is such an important part of what Cunard offers, and we offer a number of wellness treatments and opportunities. Over 40 ocean-inspired spa treatments, from our seaweed wraps to aromatherapy rituals, are available. We have nutritious dining options at our Pavilion Wellness Cafe. We also have fitness classes in the gym, daily jogging around the promenade deck available, and also different wellness programs that you can choose that have been designed in collaboration with Harper's Bazaar. So there's some really beautiful wellness opportunities. We also have on Queen Anne pickleball. If that is your thing, pickleball on our newest ship, Queen Anne, is available. And then we have all the things you'd expect, all the spa services, the spa, heated seats, and therapy pools. There's so many opportunities to take care of yourself on Cunard Sailings. Want to talk a little bit too about our distinctive style and White Star service. White Star service is something we're really proud of. It is our team that is dedicated to helping to make sure your holiday is everything you dreamt it would be and more. White Star service is subtle but impactful. It's friendly but not overfamiliar. So we want you to come on board and enjoy your holiday, and we take care of all the details. The idea is to anticipate all your needs. So from a freshly replaced bookmark to a dessert made just for you. And our crew is White Star trained, so each crew member undergoes immersive training designed to blend classic service values with modern luxury expectations. So we're really proud of our White Star service and white glove service as well. Our evenings on board Cunard, you may have heard over the years that Cunard is a very formal brand because we've been around for 185 years and we've kept that legacy of having a sense of occasion on board. I do want to note that that is a very important part of the Cunard experience is those senses of occasion, those gala night events that we have that are often themed, such as the black and white ball or the masquerade ball. However, we also are I want to say more country club casual as well. So on the nights that aren't our gala nights, you can wear nice jeans and a collared shirt or a simple dress out to our dining rooms. On the gala nights, if you don't want to participate, you can go to other venues. So dressing up is one, it's more about dressing in your style, and that is in our main dining rooms, but the rest of the ship is dress how you want. So on dinner evenings, any dinner, you can also wear just really nice jeans and a nice shirt. And I call that out because I think people think we're still always requiring a coat because we used to, but we don't any longer. So you can enjoy going out and enjoying the beauty of the evening. From our live entertainment to our casinos, to our beautiful bars and lounges. And here are some of the pictures that just kind of give you the feeling of our fabulous evenings on board. I also want to call out our grills suite experience. So the term grills is a term that's been with us since I think the 1930s, but what the grills are our suites and our mini suite experiences. So we have the Queen's Grill and the Princess Grill suites, and they are accommodations that are up to 2,200 square feet in size. They're beautiful, sweet experiences that are paired with their own dedicated restaurants. So inside ocean view and balcony staterooms are paired with the Britannia restaurant, which is a grand, gorgeous, beautiful restaurant. And then our Princess Grill suites are paired with Princess Grill restaurant, and our Queen's Grill suites are paired with the Queen's Grill restaurant. And so they're just different experiences to be had. But for those of you who love all things luxury, I recommend diving further into learning about our grill suites because, like I said, they're beautiful accommodations and there's a variety of them. So if you're looking to have an expansive balcony or veranda to host a party of 30 people. We have suites on Queen Mary 2 that would make your dreams come true. If you're looking for a suite that has a private elevator, we have that available as well. So what I love about our suite experiences is that they can help tailor your holiday to whatever you're trying to experience, whether it's celebrating an anniversary or a birthday, or having a multi-gen family group on board. There's so many options to make those luxury dreams come true through the grills. And then I'm just going to take you through some of our grand spaces, just a snapshot of some of the spaces I was talking about. Most of our spaces are 2 to 3 stories high on our ships because again, we really love luxury on a grand scale. So this is an example of our Royal Court Theater. This is actually a rendering of our Queen's room on Queen Anne, and our Queen's rooms on Queen Elizabeth and Queen Victoria are similar. They're really beautiful, and on Queen Anne and on Queen Mary too, the dance floor is sprung, and I'm calling that out because for those of you who love to ballroom dance, that just helps you glide across the floor more beautifully. This is the Corinthia Lounge on Queen Mary 2, a great place to get a cocktail or an espresso and afternoon nibbles. And this is a sample of one of our libraries. This library is on Queen Elizabeth. So this is a 2-story library with a spiral staircase. And there's so many little places to tuck in and read a book or check your phone. In here, there's also a few computers in here as well. This is the Yacht Club. So this is a beautiful space. At night, it's our dance club as well. I have definitely sung karaoke in here too. It's a lot of fun to hang out and dance the night away in. And then I know I mentioned the grills a few minutes ago, so I just want to take you through a few of those pictures as well, just to give you a vibe or a sense of our grills, as well as our staterooms, our general staterooms, as well, our Britannia staterooms. So I haven't chatted yet about, but I wanted to mention Cunard is really singles friendly. So we get over 10% of our guests as singles coming on board that aren't even affiliated with a group or with other bookings. So it's such a wonderful place to be that people will travel on board alone and make new friends or create their own adventure on board. So this is a sample of a Britannia single stateroom. We have single staterooms on 3 of our 4 ships. On Queen Anne, we don't have single staterooms, but we do on all 4 ships, if single staterooms aren't available, have a single supplement. So you pay to usually 175 to 200% for a single supplement to take a room on your own. Again, though we offer really good single rates, we usually also set aside not usually, we always set aside on Queen Anne when we launch voyages, a number of staterooms that are at a lower price for singles. I'm calling that out because single travel is such a way to get in touch with yourself, and it's so popular today. And so I just wanted to let you know. We have even more singles though that are traveling with groups and with families or other people. This is a Britannia balcony stateroom. So just to give you a sense of the space, these are usually 150 square feet or more in size. They're beautifully appointed. There's always beautiful artwork throughout. This is a Britannia Club balcony. So there we have a category that is an elevated Britannia balcony experience. It's Britannia Club. It comes with a few extras, including its own dedicated restaurant as well. This is a picture of our Princess Grill suite, and I just love this room and the decoration. This is from Queen Anne. These spaces are usually 350 to 500 square feet in size and include a beautiful sitting area as well. And I didn't mention earlier, our grill suites come with a whole bunch of extras. Besides the dedicated restaurant, they also come with concierge service, private deck space. For our Queen's Grill, which we'll look at in a moment, those come with butler service. And a beautiful lounge that includes its own afternoon tea and nightly music as well. So it's definitely exquisite experience. But the beauty is on a Cunard Queen, the whole ship is designed for our suite guests for luxury. And so the whole ship, whether you sail in an inside, an ocean view, a balcony, or a suite, is designed for a luxurious experience. So it's It's just unlike any other ship. Usually ships that are this large are designed more in a premium or contemporary space, and then you have the suite experience. Ours is top down all the way from the bottom to the top, from the top to the bottom of the ship. Everything is designed in luxury. And then this is a picture of our one of our Queen's Grill suites. This is the bottom floor of the duplex apartment, and then you go up these stairs that you see here into this very large bedroom walk-in closet space. This particular one has two bathrooms, but I could go on, and I'm sure you have a lot of questions. So let me move ahead to some of our special benefits. The beauty of the benefits I'm calling out here is that they combine. So John has really set up a wonderful program for those groups, but also any Cunard voyage that you may book. You can combine so many special offers. And the first one I really want to call out is our military benefit. It's at the bottom here as the plus, but it's a really rich benefit. It's an onboard credit in all categories, and the onboard credit varies, but it's up to $250 onboard credit per military guest for the first two guests. So if two of you are retired or active military in the room, you would get $500 OBC or up to $500 OBC. Because you get that 250 per person. That's combinable with cruise sales, and my understanding is you've got your John's got a cruise sale going for June 6th, so that includes additional onboard credits and a reduced deposit. And both the cruise sale and the military benefit are combinable with group benefits. So the groups that you have for Alaska and transatlantic crossing and the transatlantic crossing will have a richer benefit as these three things combine together. So there's more to learn there, but I just wanted to call out that this time frame, especially that June 6th time frame, is a great opportunity to take advantage of all of these promotions that mix. And that's it for my presentation today. I just want to say thank you for your time and for listening. And of course, I'm here to answer questions. I hope you have quite a few. So back to you, John.
I have one, Jamie. First off, that was
Yes.
fantastic. I mean, it is obvious that you know Kennard forward and backwards. I'm just curious, how long have you been with Kennard?
Oh, well, first, thank you, because I wanted to put so much more into this deck, but I
No,
didn't want to
no.
lose everybody with my passion. I've been
About
with
30
Cunard
minutes
for
is about a good
17.
a good time for talking. So,
Oh, good. Well, thank you, John. It's been 17 years.
17 years. I
Yeah, I was on the marketing side of the business for most of
yeah.
my career.
I know I've known you for about a decade, you know, it meeting at
Yeah.
various functions and stuff like that. I was just very impressed. So, I mean, really, the way you went through and went through everything. Just a reminder, everybody, we've got Jamie. Now's the time to ask questions on anything. She obviously knows it all. So, any Kennard questions you might have, now's your opportunity. I did have a couple of things I was going to say, just kind of corrections. First off, I'm not a travel agent. So when Jamie says contact John, she means John's team. So you see the
Yes, I
telephone
do
number,
mean John's team. I'm so
John's
sorry. I
team.
know that.
It's all right.
Yes.
Trust me, it happens all the time. The people who are doing the webinar say, "Go give John a call," and I go, "You call John, and John's going to go. Let me transfer you."
Yes,
Um,
yes.
but no, we have the
I'm so
phone number
sorry.
here and the email address here. So give us a call or drop us an email. Let us know what Cunard itinerary you're looking to go on. There are a number of special promotions going on that right now. Really, I always recommend this is if you give us a call or drop us an email and let us know when and where you want to go, we'll get you to one of our Cunard cruise experts, and they can get back with you and say, you know, here's the best deal on where you want to go and when you want to go. Likewise, on those groups, for those who might have logged in a little early and heard Jamie and I talking before the webinar started, um, for pricing, you know, it's always hard on pricing unless you list it all. These ships have 20, 30 different cabin categories. So rather than try listing all those prices, the easiest thing to do is say, I'm interested in the Alaska group. I'd like a balcony or, you know, whatever kind of dining you want or however that works. and let the agent get back to you. Obviously, the suites and the balconies are more than the insides and the ocean views. Same thing with the transatlantic. By the way, um, everyone should have a Cunard transatlantic on their bucket list. It is such an iconic kind of itinerary. Um, a lot of people shy away from transatlantics because there's like, oh, well, I want to go to ports. Normally you get that from younger travelers, but I hear that a lot of, the transatlantics don't go anywhere. The ship is a destination until itself. You have people that will do a Cunard transatlantic every year or multiple
Yes.
times. And for those who've not done it, you sit back and you go, every year they go on this cruise, it doesn't go anywhere. It's like going to a phenomenal resort that people keep going back to. It's that kind of experience. And of course, if you go to Alaska, you have that similar experience on board, plus with all the sightseeing that comes with it. So I think, Jamie, you did such a good job of explaining everything that we're not going to have any questions. So we'll go ahead and wrap up a little bit early. Once again, you're going to receive an email this evening that will have a link to this presentation. If you have friends or family who you think would be interested in going with you, absolutely share this webinar with them. Get back with us. We'd love to, if the MOA group doesn't work for you, we certainly can put together a group. What's a smallest group you guys do? Is it 10 passengers, 5 staterooms, Jamie?
It's 10 passengers for the Caribbean, and then it's usually about 16 for other longer
Other than
trades. But
okay.
we've got a
So
great Caribbean
yeah, so
offer
you have
going on that
four,
we'll get
five, six
into.
other couples that want to do something. Give us a call. We can put together a custom group just for you and your family and friends if you'd like to. So we'll go ahead and end it here. If you think of any questions or anything, give us a call, drop us an email. We certainly look to assist you with all of your future vacation travel. Hopefully, Cunard is part of that. Jamie, we have not done a webinar before, so I typically end it the same way. I'm going to turn it over to you for the final word. But first, on behalf of MOA, everyone at MOA Vacations, and everyone who signed up to this webinar, thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to spend this afternoon with us. Final word is yours.
And I echo that sentiment. I really appreciate your time today, and please reach out again to MOA Vacations. We are so honored to have a partnership with them, and we just want to make your vacation dreams come true. So come join us on the
Fantastic.
Queen.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of the week and a great weekend, and hopefully we see you at the next one. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.